Doctors pushed a hysterectomy as her only choice. She fought back and won. Hi, I'm Dr. Bryan, a retired gynecologist with 30 years of experience and the founder of Health Without Risk, a platform dedicated to empowering women to take control of their health. Today, I'm launching a 20-part series exposing shocking truths about hysterectomies, truths that reveal how medical gaslighting is affecting women's health every day. Let me start with a story. In April 2025, a 52-year-old woman I'll call Jen contacted me after what she considered a terrifying experience. She went to the ER with sudden pelvic pain, something she'd never felt before. Imaging revealed a 9-centimeter intramural fibroid that was degenerating. The ER doc, an OBGYN, and even a GYN oncologist all told her the same thing. You need a hysterectomy. It's your only option. Imagine being in that hospital bed in pain and hearing that a major surgery, removing your uterus, was your only way out. That's the kind of pressure that makes women feel powerless. When she contacted me, her anxiety was through the roof, but Jen wasn't ready to accept that. She wanted control over her body and her future. Over 6 weeks, we worked together to explore her options. And after exploring those options, we connected her with a radiologist who specializes in uterine artery embolization, a procedure that can shrink fibroids without surgery. We also consulted a minimally invasive GYN surgeon who offered her a myomectomy, a surgery to remove the fibroids while keeping her uterus. After weighing those choices, she chose myomectomy. 2 weeks ago, she had the procedure. The pathology came back benign, her recovery took just 1 week, and in a Zoom interview 10 days post-surgery, she told me, "I feel like I took my power back. I wasn't forced into a hysterectomy I didn't want." Jen's story is a triumph, but it's also a wake-up call. Why was she told hysterectomy was her only option when alternatives existed? This is medical gaslighting. When women's concerns are dismissed, their options are hidden, or their experiences are minimized. And she's not alone. According to the HERS Foundation, 600,000 women undergo hysterectomies in the U.S. every year, making it the second most common surgery for women behind cesarean section. And that's a topic for another video. But here's the shocking part. Up to 90% of those hysterectomies may be avoidable. That was my experience as a GYN surgeon. 90% of the time we could avoid hysterectomy for most issues. And 70% of recommended hysterectomies don't even meet expert criteria for necessity. Our 20-part series will dive into these stats and more. Did you know that 79% of women lose their libido after hysterectomy? Or that women who lose their ovaries face a 7-time higher risk of heart disease? Or that only 10% of hysterectomies are for cancer, meaning most are for conditions that could be treated with less invasive options? These are the truths the medical system often buries, leaving women to question their own instincts or suffer in silence. Over the next 20 videos in this series, we'll unpack each of these statistics, exposing how medical gaslighting, like pressuring women into unnecessary surgeries or downplaying life-altering side effects, harms women's health. You'll hear about the risks of losing ovarian function even if your ovaries are spared at hysterectomy. You'll learn how hysterectomies can lead to chronic issues like urinary incontinence, fecal incontinence, or personality changes, often dismissed as normal. And you'll discover the power of second opinions, because when the HERS Foundation counseled 5,000 women, only 2% went through with the surgery after learning their options. My mission with Health Without Risk is to empower you with knowledge so you can advocate for yourself or your loved ones. Jen took control by demanding informed consent and exploring alternatives like uterine artery embolization and myomectomy. You can too. This series will arm you with the facts to question, challenge, and make choices that align with your health and your values. So what's next? Subscribe to or follow Health Without Risk, and don't miss a single video in this 20-part series. Share Jen's story with someone who needs to hear it, and leave a comment below. Have you or someone you know been pressured into a hysterectomy? Type truth in the comments to join our women's health revolution, and visit healthwithoutrisk.com for more resources on gynecologic health and patient advocacy. Let's stop the medical gaslighting of women. Stay tuned for truth number 1. 90% of hysterectomies may be avoidable, and I'll tell you why. You won't believe what the data reveals. I'm Dr. Bryan, and this is Health Without Risk, where our motto is health reimagined, risk removed. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye.